Do you know that according to the National Institute on Aging, 1 in every 4 women over the age of 50 struggles with bladder control without fully understanding the underlying cause? Dr. Mary Claire Haver, a women's health expert with over 2 decades of clinical experience and research, has discovered that there are 2 seemingly harmless daily habits that are silently weakening the natural bladder function in women after the age of 50. If you have ever experienced waking up multiple times at night to use the bathroom or felt hesitant to leave your home because of concerns about body control, you are not alone, but there is no need to worry. There are gentle and completely natural solutions you can start using today. If you are over 50, watch this video until the end. It may change the way you take care of your health each day. Which country are you watching this video from? Leave a comment below, and if you find the video helpful, click like and share it with your loved ones. It might be the best health gift you can give. As women enter midlife, the body begins to change in subtle and unique ways. These are no longer the obvious transitions of youth. Instead, it feels as though the body responds more slowly and with less flexibility. One of the quiet yet noticeable changes that can affect quality of life is the gradual weakening of bladder function. According to experts from the American Urological Association, the urinary system in women relies on a delicate coordination between the sphincter muscles, the bladder, and the central nervous system. However, after the age of 50, as hormone levels begin to decline, the supportive tissues around the bladder also lose elasticity. As a result, the body slowly loses its natural ability to maintain control. This change does not happen overnight. It builds up from small signs: feeling the urge to urinate more frequently at night, discomfort when holding in urine too long, or anxiety in places where access to a restroom is limited. The body starts to send gentle signals. If we do not pay attention and make the right adjustments, these issues can become more serious over time. Importantly, this is not something that should be seen as a normal part of aging that must be accepted. Dr. Mary Claire Haver emphasizes that most women over the age of 50 can absolutely maintain stable bladder function if they understand their bodies and adjust their daily habits at the right time. The most important thing is to listen to your body as a companion, not as a burden to endure. So, what are the habits that may be quietly weakening your bladder function without you noticing? Let us explore them right now. Habit number 1, holding urine too long. Mrs. Evelyn, a 63-year-old woman living in California, once shared that for many years, she had the habit of holding her urine because she was busy taking care of her grandchildren, cleaning the house, going grocery shopping, and forgetting that she herself needed rest. She thought it was normal, that she just needed to hold on a little longer and could take care of it later. But over time, she began to feel discomfort and incomplete release when using the bathroom, and at times a loss of control she never used to have. Mrs. Evelyn's story is not uncommon. According to experts from the American Urological Association, the habit of holding urine for too long may seem like a temporary inconvenience, but in reality, it places significant stress on the bladder muscles and the entire natural regulation system. The bladder is designed to function on a regular cycle. When you hold it for too long, the sphincter muscles and the smooth muscles around the bladder must work harder to retain the fluid. Over time, this disrupts the natural reflex of contraction. That leads to a reduced ability to clearly sense when it is time to urinate. Some people experience incomplete emptying. Others may suffer from overactive spasms that create the urge to go. Even when there is very little urine, Dr. Mary Claire Haver explains that the urinary system is like a delicate musical instrument. If you force it to play out of rhythm too many times, it forgets its natural tune. This seemingly small habit, when repeated daily, can create a pattern of misfiring responses that are difficult to restore. The good news is that you do not need to do anything complicated to change this habit. You simply need to retrain your natural response. When you feel the urge to use the bathroom, prioritize yourself. Whether you are cooking, reading, or just resting, take a moment to stand up and give your body the chance to release. This is not just a step toward better physical health. It is a small yet meaningful way to show yourself love and care. We are often taught to endure discomfort, but your body does not need you to suffer. It needs you to listen. When you begin to shift this small behavior, you are opening the door to many positive changes. So, what about the second habit? It may be more common than you think. Let us continue habit number 2, consuming too many bladder stimulating drinks without realizing it. Mrs. Linda, 58 years old, used to enjoy a strong cup of coffee in the morning, a glass of black tea in the afternoon, and sometimes a carbonated drink after dinner. She believed these beverages helped her stay alert, ease fatigue, and bring comfort. But after several years of maintaining that routine, she began to notice that she had to use the bathroom more frequently, especially during the night. Her sleep became disrupted, and her body felt increasingly tired. She never suspected that the cause could be the very drinks she enjoyed each day. According to research from the National Institute on Aging, caffeine and other bladder stimulants can increase the contraction activity of the bladder, causing an urgent need to urinate even when the bladder is not full. Beverages such as strong coffee, dark tea, carbonated drinks, and even some energy drinks contain ingredients that overstimulate the urinary system. When this function is triggered too frequently, the body gradually loses its natural regulation ability, leading to unstable bladder control. The important thing to understand is that you do not have to completely give up your favorite drinks. Instead, it is about adjusting the amount and timing to match your body's natural rhythm. For example, if you enjoy coffee, choose a low caffeine variety and have it before 10 in the morning. If you prefer tea, try herbal options without stimulants, such as chamomile tea or lotus leaf tea, in the evening rather than having soda or strong tea. Opt for warm water or lightly filtered water with a few slices of fresh lemon. These small changes can make a big difference in helping you maintain deep sleep and more stable bladder function. Dr. Mary Claire Haver shares that the urinary system in midlife women is not only affected by age, but also by how we treat our bodies every day. Consuming too many stimulants does not just tire out the bladder, but also overworks the surrounding muscles, which can lead to early weakening. You do not need to eliminate the things you love. You just need to learn how to use them gently and wisely. When you listen to your body, it will know how to adjust and recover on its own. Now that we understand the causes, how can we begin to restore bladder function in a natural and safe way? Let us explore that in the next section. One surprising yet concerning fact is that the more people worry about bladder control, the more they may unintentionally make the problem worse. The fear of losing control leads many women to reduce their fluid intake, especially in the late afternoon and evening. Some even limit physical activity or avoid going out altogether, afraid they may not respond in time if the urge arises. But according to experts at the American Urological Association, this creates a silent, vicious cycle that harms the urinary system. When you drink too little water, your urine becomes more concentrated, which can irritate the bladder. Over time, this may lead to mild inflammation, irregular bladder contractions, and a frequent urge to urinate even when the bladder is not full. At the same time, mental stress affects the pelvic muscles and urinary nerves, making their activity unstable. When your mind is constantly under tension, the body responds out of sync and begins to form unhealthy reflexes. Dr. Mary Claire Haver refers to this as a reverse psychological effect. The more you try to control it in a rigid way, the more your body loses its ability to self-regulate naturally. What you truly need is not force, but the ability to calm your nervous system, keep your body relaxed, and rebuild your trust in yourself. Think of bladder function as a rhythm of life. When you allow your body to slow down, to be heard, and to be respected, its natural functions will gently return to balance. So, how can you restore that balance in a simple way each day? The answer lies in the next section. Once you understand the root causes of weakened bladder function, the next important step is learning how to restore it in a gentle, natural, and non invasive way. The good news is that you do not need complicated or expensive treatments. With just a few simple habit changes, your body can begin to reestablish the balance it was designed to maintain. Dr. Mary Claire Haver shares that bladder care does not begin with medication or procedures. It begins with understanding. By adjusting your daily routines to match your changing body, you can help your urinary system function more smoothly. And in greater harmony, below are 5 small steps you can start applying today. The first step is to regulate your breathing. Each morning after waking up, take 3 minutes to sit quietly and breathe slowly and deeply. Inhale through your nose, hold gently for 3 seconds. Then exhale slowly through your mouth. This calm breathing soothes the nervous system and relaxes the pelvic muscles. When this area is relaxed, the bladder also functions more naturally without tension. The second step is to avoid holding your urine for too long. When your body sends the signal to use the bathroom, do not delay. Whether you are cooking, working, or having a conversation, take a moment to allow your body to release. Responding to your body's signals helps restore healthy reflexes. The third step is to drink water at the right times. Instead of drinking a large amount all at once, spread your intake evenly throughout the day. A warm glass of water after waking up, another in the mid-morning, one after lunch, and one before dinner. Try to limit fluids after 7 in the evening to reduce the need to wake up at night. By drinking water steadily, your body stays hydrated without being overwhelmed. This gives the bladder a stable rhythm to follow. The fourth step is to move your body gently each day. You do not need intense workouts. A 30-minute walk, a few light yoga poses, or simply standing and walking around every hour while doing chores is enough. Movement helps improve blood flow and activates the pelvic muscles, which supports smooth bladder function. The fifth step is to listen to your body by keeping a simple daily journal. You can write down the times you use the bathroom, whether the experience feels comfortable, and any unusual sensations. This practice helps you understand your body and build a closer connection with yourself. When you write things down, you are observing. When you observe, you learn how to adjust with greater precision. According to experts from the National Institute on Aging, women over the age of 50 who follow the habit of journaling and body awareness each day can see significant improvement in bladder function within just 3 to 6 weeks. What is wonderful is that all of these solutions are pain-free, low cost, and do not require major lifestyle changes. They are grounded in one of the most essential principles of health. When you respect your body, it will begin to heal. Believe that life after 50 is not a time of decline. It is a powerful opportunity to reconnect with yourself, to cherish your natural rhythms, and to live with calm grace and the confidence you truly deserve. After the age of 50, a woman's body quietly sends signals, reminding her that it now needs care in a new way. A slower bladder response is not a sign of weakness. It is a gentle message that it is time to pay more attention to yourself. Together, we have explored 2 habits that may seem harmless but deeply affect bladder function: holding urine for too long and consuming too many bladder-stimulating drinks. These small actions, repeated daily, can place too much strain on the bladder and disrupt its natural reflexes if not addressed in time. The good news is that your body still has the ability to recover. All it takes is a gentle, consiste effort. Practice deep breathing each morning. Drink water at the right times. Listen to your body's signals. Move with intention, and most importantly, write down what your body is feeling each day. These small actions, when done regularly, are how you rebuild trust with yourself. Just by changing one evening drink, standing up when your body asks, taking one quiet moment to breathe, you begin the journey of healing from within. Not rush, not complexity, just the decision to begin. If you found today's content helpful, do not forget to subscribe to the Graceful Health channel for more videos on nutrition, movement, and natural herbs that support hormonal and bladder health as we age. What kind of drinks are you using each day? Share in the comments so we can walk with you and support you better. And if you have any questions about health after 50, leave them below. I will answer them in the next video.